We're going to get started. Temple, we don't have time. We gotta get started.
Thank you.
You don't need to plug anything in? Okay. Ed Gonzalez, Harris County Sheriff, joined here by Major Earl Dean. Sad situation that we're investigating today. This morning, after approximately 11 a.m., we received a phone call from a frantic female indicating that she had been shot. So we responded to the location. It appears to have stemmed from a disturbance. It appears that she also mentioned that the person that had shot her was still inside the house and may have shot himself as well. It appears, again, all preliminary, that she was trying to make it out the house, but sadly she collapsed. The units arrived, we were able to locate her, get her transported. She was still critical. She was still alive at the time. She was transported to the hospital and subsequently was pronounced deceased at the scene. A male was located upstairs of the townhome type location, and he appeared to have a self-inflicted gunshot wound, and he was pronounced deceased on scene. So we have two individuals now pronounced deceased on scene. It appears that their identities is not yet confirmed. Give me a second. I'm trying to find the. I'll get you the approximate ages right now. It's an adult black female and an adult black male. We can't see that there's any history of prior disturbances between the two there. We're also trying to confirm they're connected, they're related. We just don't know their husband and wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, common law. And then it's our understanding there may be two children that are connected to this couple somehow. Again, we don't know if those are their joint children or her children that are younger, but they're not in the home, so we don't know where they may be with a relative in school. We don't know their ages or anything like that. That's all part of our investigation. But again, once more, this is another domestic disturbance incident. Very sad. We've said before, this is an epidemic not only here but across the nation, seeing how much intimate partner violence happens. We remind everyone there's resources out there like the Houston Area Women's Center, and just a very sad situation. These children, grow up without a mom, maybe dad, and it impacts an entire community. So very sad situation. It's still an ongoing investigation, and all the information I'm providing is just preliminary based on our initial observations. Briefly in Spanish, respondimos a una llamada que aquí parece ser como un apartamento. Una persona reportó que había sido balaceada, estaba herida y que ella pensaba que la persona que le había disparado a ella también se disparó. Nos dijo eso por el teléfono. Al llegar le encontramos, estaba gravemente herida, fue trasladada a un hospital donde falleció. Y la persona que pensamos que es el que le disparó estaba muerto aquí en la escena. Parece que él mismo se suicidó. Entonces esto parece ser un incidente de violencia doméstica muy triste. También hay tal vez dos niños conectados con esta pareja. No sabemos si son los hijos de ellos o de ella o de él. Y estamos tratando de localizar a esos dos niños y conectarnos con más parientes o familiares. Muy triste la situación cuando se trata de una pareja que resulta en algo tan triste como la muerte. Any questions?
Sheriff, have there been any prior calls of any disturbances at the residence?
We do not have any information of any disturbances between this couple here at this location. We don't know exactly if they lived elsewhere and had moved here recently. There were other previous calls, but not connected to them. We don't know, again, if it's previous tenants or if it's like a townhouse, a two-story type townhouse. So that's what we know right now. Okay. The female is 30 years of age, and the male is 48 years of age.
So this is now a murder-suicide?
Correct, yes. At first, she was still alive at the hospital in critical condition, and sadly, she was subsequently pronounced deceased upon arrival at the hospital. He was pronounced deceased here, and she basically told us what occurred when she put in her call for service. She was able to call for help in those final moments of her life and told us that he had shot her.
¿Podría decir en español sobre las llamadas o antecedentes en esa vivienda?
No tenemos ningunos antecedentes en esa vivienda, entonces no tenemos otras llamadas. Ella nos llamó hoy a reportar que le habían disparado y que escuchó, ella parece que escuchó que tal vez se había disparado él mismo y lo encontramos muerto. Y ella nos pudo contar en su llamada lo que había pasado.
So what's going to go on to try to find the kids, wait until school's over?
They're just trying to talk to neighbors, canvass the area, get an idea. We'll work with the area schools. We just don't have a lot of information. Again, we don't even know if they're husband-wife, common law. We're not exactly sure the family dynamics, so it'll all be part of our scene investigation. It's been a busy day for us this morning. Yep.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Kids. Thank you, Sheriff. Thank you. Let me. Hold on, friends. I'm gonna walk out. Let me walk out of here. All right, friends. So there are children. There are children possibly still in the house, like still that live there that might not know what's going on. So they're trying to locate the children, I guess, because they might be in school right now. There had been no prior calls. There had been calls, but maybe they didn't live there at the time. But yeah, friends, we're standing right here. Look, I'm walking over here so y'all can see the scene. I parked over here though, but I'm still gonna walk this way real quick. Harris County Sheriff's Office is investigating a murder-suicide. The lady did not make it, friends. She did not survive. That is so sad. Can you guys still hear me? Let me know, friends. I need your help. If any of you guys ever understand what it's like to be in a domestic violence situation, you hear this story and then you realize that this too could have been you. And my warning for others out there abused, please, get out of it before it's too late. So we're at the fire station right behind where it happened, so the EMS didn't have to get too far. Yeah, that's crazy, friends. Right here, this is the crime scene, right here. A woman is deceased. She did not make it. I know in my last video we said, hey, I know in the last video she was taken to the hospital in critical condition. She did not survive, you guys. That is the update. That poor lady passed away. Oof, pobrecita. Prayers going up. And now there are 2 children without a mother and possibly father, just depending if he was the dad or not. And the other part is she was able to tell them before she passed away what exactly happened. She was on the phone calling 911. She was trying to make it out the house. Man, if you've ever been a victim of domestic violence and you've been able to pull through and survive that, leave something in the comments. Maybe just some words of advice or some kind of encouragement out there for others. And men are victims too. I will say that men are victims too, friends. Yeah, this is going to be Pine Pass at Perry Road, close to 1960. 1960 is over that way, and this is Perry Road. And school is letting out, and there are 2 children that might not know what happened. There are 2 children that live in the home. That's going to be so devastating. And I know they're looking to find out who these kids are, who like if there's any family members. They're working on all that. So what time is it right now? The time's 2:24. I don't know what time or what school these children go to, but man, their world's about to get ripped apart, friends. Jesus. Hola, ¿qué tal, amigos? Hubo un homicidio. Un hombre le disparó a una mujer. Ella logró llamar a 911. Cuando llegaron los alguaciles del condado de Harris County, llegaron aquí. La encontraron a ella baleada y él lo encontraron muerto. Él se mató, pero también la había dejado en condición crítica. Llegaron los bomberos que están aquí detrás de este edificio. Está una estación de bomberos. Llegaron aquí, se la llevaron. Ella les pudo decir lo que sucedió porque cuando llamó a 911 les explicó qué había pasado. Ellos escucharon de ella qué había pasado en la llamada de 911. Pero desafortunadamente ella falleció. Al llegar al hospital, ella falleció. So she's deceased, friends. El hombre lo encontraron en un cuarto muerto. Se había apuntado la pistola y se mató. Ahorita existe un problema que tienen ellos, los detectives y todos investigando, que hay 2 niños que según vecinos tal vez, o no sé cómo saben, pero hay 2 niños y están tratando de localizar. Ellos tal vez están en la escuela y no saben lo que ha pasado. No sé si van a localizar los niños o si van a bajar del bus y darse cuenta en ese momento. That's so sad, friends. These children might even get off the bus to find this outside their home. I'm telling y'all, friends, as a domestic, violence survivor myself, please get you some safety, friends. Seek safety for you and your children. People will help you. They just have to know. Qué triste, ¿verdad? No. Y pobrecito los niños, these poor children, friends. Well, look, I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go. Y'all be safe out there. Prayers going up for the people working the scene as well. We got the crime scene units here. This is the home, I guess. The door's wide open. There's red tape all around. And I'm going back to my vehicle. Please be safe, friends. I love y'all. And if you find yourself in a situation, where you're afraid for your safety, get out of it, friends. You can still get out. Make a plan. Get out now before it's too late. Reporting live is your girl Grizzy. Back to you.